Hi guys, my name is Umair and you're watching Umair's workshop. Today we are going to talk about this timer relay, which is model number is HCW-M421. It works with the 6 to 30 voltages and it can be used with a lot of applications, with a lot of projects by individually use or by the Arduino. So today we are going to talk about it is trigger relay system, which we are going to talk about. So if we get a trigger from here to here, it can trigger anything which we want. So let's turn it up. I'm using a 9 voltage batteries and it have turned on. In the previous videos we have talked about P3.2, which is useful in our incubators tray, turning tray, but now we are going to talk about what if we give it a trigger and it works for a certain time and then turns off, and it keeps repeating when it get triggers. On the back side we can see 6 to 30 volts in ground input, and we have this trigger and ground trigger. On the right hand side we have normally open, COM, and normally close. So we have to first make it a wiring. Simply I have placed two wires in 9 voltages input. Now we are going to place two wires same as from the top to the bottom side. I am placing this black ground wire from the second to the fourth socket, from here to here, like this. The wire have been connected from the ground to the trigger ground, from the ground to the trigger ground. Now we have to place this red wire from the input voltages to trigger voltage, but we don't have to connect it. We have connected this red wire into the same input voltage. Now it is free. Now it is out of this voltages. Now we can place this wire into the third point and it will get trigger. It is getting on and off because we have set the internal setting, and it is P2. For the internal setting we have to press this set button and keep pressing it until we get P2, and when we see P2 we can see the P2 settings are 0.0.5 and close timing is 0.04. So what if we place it as a 5-second open, 5-second closing? In the open setting I have placed it up to 5 seconds, In the close setting, also add 5 seconds. By pressing this up button, now we have to keep press the set button and it will be set. In the P2, if I press this trigger, it will count up to 5 seconds and it will turn on for 5 seconds and it will turn off. So if we do it again, it will turn on by 5 seconds and turn on 5 seconds. So by trigger this, we are getting the relay out from here. Now we have to place the load which we have to turn on, like LED, a fan or anything else. We have this 12-watt LED. If we want, we can use the same supply connections from this to here and then connect it to here, but for the simplicity and understanding we are using external another secondary supply which is purposefully useful for the LED. So now I have connected this LED and it works like this. Now we have to place this in the center in a COM and this one into the normally close. So I have placed it into the normally open as it is shown here. So it is not turning on, that's why we have placed it into the normally open. So the simple wiring is now gonna work. As soon as we are gonna get it triggered by this, it will turn on by stopping, then it will work for 5 seconds, then it will turn off, and it will not work until we place this trigger again. So it can be useful in a lot of Arduino projects, and for the simple purpose we can use it as a zebra crossing or the food dispenser. So as soon as we get a trigger, we get a stopping timer, waiting time, and then the working time as a open and close, and it will turn off and it will not work until we get a trigger setting. I have connected the micro switch from the trigger wire and connected it to the third portion from here, and if we press connected same as I have connected before directly, but in a switch we can place it like that. So we don't have to press this button, we can place it any kind of sensor, Arduino or trigger or a switch like this one. As soon as turn on, it will get trigger from this point and it will get trigger on the relay to this point. The setting for this one is P2, and there are a lot of settings for this one, but P2 works best. Also we have this XYJ04 and other similar type of timer circuits. They have most of the times the same settings. So if you cannot get this one, you might get this one. You can do the same setting as the P2. This setting is best for this setup, but we also have a lot of settings like P4, P3.2, P3.1 and P2. You have to work on it. So as I leave in it and let it go, it will show the setting of the OP, setting up to 5 seconds and close setting into 5 seconds. We can change it by ourselves up to 999 hours to 1 microseconds as well. So it is very useful in a lot of projects. So if you like this tutorial, please like, share and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye.